Have you ever found yourself dreaming about getting a fully funded master's degree while traveling all over Europe? I mean, what if you could get a top-notch education and have this incredible cultural adventure at the same time? Well, if that sounds good to you, you are in exactly the right place.
So, picture this. You're working on your master's, but you're not just stuck on one campus. Nope. You're studying in two, maybe even three different European countries. And here's the best part. It's all paid for. Now, this isn't just some daydream. It is a very real, life-changing opportunity, and we're about to break down exactly how you can make it happen.
So, what is this Erasmus Mundus scholarship anyway? Well, you can think of it as one of the most prestigious scholarships out there. It's funded by the European Union, and it lets students from literally anywhere in the world get a joint master's degree. And that joint part is key. It means your classes are taught by a whole group of universities working together, giving you this amazing international perspective. All right, here's what we're going to cover. We'll talk about why this is such a unique opportunity, how to hunt down the perfect program for you, go through the all-important application checklist, dive deep into crafting a killer motivation letter, and then wrap up with some insider tips to make sure your application really shines. Okay, let's get right into our first section, the opportunity of a lifetime. And trust me, we call it that for a reason. This scholarship is so much more than just free tuition. The benefits here are just, wow, they're totally unique. You're not just getting one degree, you're getting a degree backed by multiple top universities. And look at how flexible it is. There's no age limit, so it doesn't matter if you've taken a few years off, study gaps are totally fine. Some programs will even consider you with a lower GPA. Plus, it's free to apply, and you get a Schengen visa, which is basically your golden ticket to explore all over Europe. And let's talk about the money, because this is a game changer. The scholarship doesn't just waive your tuition fees, it also pays for your flights, your health insurance, and gives you a generous monthly stipend of around 1,400 euros. That's for you to live on, for rent, food, whatever. They really set you up so you can just focus on your studies and enjoying the experience. Okay, so you get it. It's an amazing deal. Now let's switch gears and get practical. How do you actually find the right program for you? Your journey starts here. This website is your new best friend. It's the official Erasmus Mundus catalog. Think of it as a giant, searchable database with every single program that's available. You can start filtering by your field of study, maybe a country you're interested in, or just pop in some keywords to see what comes up. So using it effectively is pretty simple. It's a four-step process. You go to the website, use your keywords to search, and then you'll get a list of results. But here's the crucial part. Step 4. You have to click through and visit the individual program websites. That's where you'll find all the nitty-gritty details about the courses, the universities involved, and exactly what they're looking for in an applicant. And this brings us to a super important point. You really can't judge a book, or in this case, a program, by its cover. This quote here is a perfect warning. So many people just skim the program titles and end up missing out on incredible opportunities because the name didn't perfectly match what they were looking for. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Take a look at these two programs. The one on the left is about sustainable engineering. Sounds interesting, but you'd probably scroll right past it if you're looking for AI, right? Wrong. It actually has a full specialization in artificial intelligence. And on the flip side, the program that is about AI also has tracks in data science and cybersecurity. So the lesson is clear. You have to dig into the course details on their website. Okay, so you've done your digging, you've explored the catalog, and you've found a few programs that get you really excited. Great, now it's time to switch into organization mode and start gathering your documents. These are the big 5, the core documents you're going to need. First, a CV, but it has to be in this special Europass format. It's a standard template they use in Europe to keep everything consistent. Then, of course, your letter of motivation. We'll talk more about that in a second. An English test certificate like IELTS, 2 recommendation letters, and your transcript. And here's a great tip. You can often apply while you're still in your final year of your bachelor's using your most recent transcript. All right, let's zoom in on what is, without a doubt, the single most important document you will create for this application. We're talking about the letter of motivation, or as it's often called, the statement of purpose. Don't just think of this as another essay to write. It's so much more than that. This quote says it perfectly. It's a window into who you are. Your grades and your CV, they show the selection committee what you've done. But this letter, this is your chance to tell them why. It's where you share what drives you, what your big dreams are. It's what makes you a real person, not just a name on a page. So, how do you write a great one? A clear structure is your best friend. I recommend thinking about it in 4 simple parts. First,
a quick intro about your academic background. Second, talk about your relevant experience, any projects or jobs. Third, be super clear about your future goals. And finally, and this is the most important part, you connect the dots. You explain exactly why this specific program is the perfect bridge to get you to those goals. Now, I cannot stress this enough. You absolutely cannot send a generic letter. It just won't work. You have to tailor it to every single program you apply to. Don't just say, I'm interested in your research. No. Say something like, I was really inspired by Professor Smith's latest paper on neural networks, and I believe taking the advanced AI course she teaches is the ideal next step for me. See the difference? It shows you've done your homework and you're genuinely passionate about their program.
All right, we're in the home stretch. Let's wrap up with some pro tips for the other parts of your application, just to make sure every single piece is as strong as it can be. For your CV, remember to use that Europass format and keep it focused. They really only care about your bachelor's degree, so you can leave out all your high school stuff. You'll want to highlight relevant courses, but honestly, the projects section is where you can really shine. That's your chance to prove you know how to apply what you've learned.
Next, the English test. Now, a few programs might let you slide without one, but I strongly recommend taking the IELTS. As you can see, the typical minimum score is a 6.5 overall. But if you're applying to a really competitive field like law or something in the health sciences, you'll probably want to aim for a 7.0 or even higher. Just make sure to double-check the exact requirement on the program's website.
And finally, your recommendation letters. You've got to be strategic here. Pick professors who actually know you and whose work is relevant. Give them a heads up at least 2 or 3 weeks before your deadline. Don't surprise them. And to make it easy for them to write a fantastic letter, give them your CV and your statement of purpose. You can even offer to write up a draft for them to edit. A lot of professors really appreciate that. So here's the bottom line. Yes, there are a lot of steps in this application process, but it is absolutely doable. With good research, some careful planning, and a story that is uniquely yours, this incredible, life-changing opportunity is totally within your reach. Your entire journey starts with that one simple search in the catalog. So the only real question is, are you ready to begin?